You know, it is very, very sad that someone gets arrested in Homa Bay and then anabebwa, anapelekwa all the way to Nairobi and then only to be found dead. And the most painful part is that the parent is the one who handed him to the police, and then he decided, yo ako kwa polisi, kwa mkono ya polisi, let me follow him with a title deed, hoping very well that I'm going to secure his release, only to reach to Nairobi and then unapatiwa mwili ya kijana yako. It is very, very painful. And this video today, I just want to talk to the police officers, because I think it is high time people have this conversation, because everyone has condemned this thing. It has created a lot of it has bring a lot of emotions in the country. You have seen how people have reacted. People even demonstrated on that day, because it is something that is very, very painful. Whoever took the life of Albert Ojwang, that was very, very wrong. Just because of a post, just because of a social media post, that is very, very wrong. Everyone has condemned it, and we still say that this is not, there are some things that shouldn't be happening in this time and era in our country. People should not be abducted, people should not be taken, life should not be lost because of a Facebook post. That is very, very wrong. And that's why you see everyone has come out to condemn all these things. Everyone. Anyway, if you're new to this platform and you're coming here for the first time, I would like you to take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you'll always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now, as I was saying, it is very, very sad, and not just some of these things has elicited a lot of emotions. People have reacted, people have said all sorts of things. But today, I want to really, really speak to the forces, because that is where the problem is. These incidents like this have been there day in, day out. People keep on reporting them, people keep on talking about them, but they keep on persisting. Yet we had changed our police force to a police service. So I just want you to watch some of these videos, and then I will come back and I will give my, I will react to everything. So watch these videos.
Albert Omondi Ojwang comes from Kokwanyo Kakelo Ward in Kabondo Kasipul in Homa Bay County. People are shedding tears here. I am mourning someone from my county, someone from the county I represent. Mr. Speaker, I have buried too many young people following the Gen Z protests just 1 year ago. Mr. Speaker, I buried close to 7 young people who were killed. Some of them were discovered in quarries, extrajudicial killings, and enforced disappearances. Mr. Speaker, in the post-election violence, I buried close to 10 young people, again extrajudicial killings. Mr. Speaker, during the protest when Raila came back from the United States, I buried almost 10 people who were killed by the police. We have felt the pain. We have shed tears. Mr. Speaker, these must be brought to a close. The problem I have with Parliament today is that we are mourning like we have no hope. We are speaking here like bloggers are speaking out there. Parliament is the one that vetted the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Speaker. And as a result, the Inspector General of Police is answerable, is accountable to this House. Mr. Speaker, tomorrow, the Inspector General of Police should be here, must be here. This gentleman did not die. This gentleman was killed, Mr. Speaker. If you look at the definition of to be killed and to die, this gentleman was killed, murdered by the police, who are supposed to be the custodians and the safeguards of law and order in this country. Mr. Speaker, on 25th of June, we'll be marking the first anniversary of the Gen Z protest. I want to challenge Senator Cheriot and Senator Minority Leader. You brought a motion to this House last year in June. We said a lot of things. We said a lot of English. Let us mark the anniversary of 25th June in this Parliament. Because the other House, everyone ran away. We were the only ones who were here. Let us come back here Take stock of the things we said. We talked of extrajudicial killings. We talked of enforced disappearances. We talked of corruption. We talked of tribalism. What have we done about it? Mr. Speaker, this is a shameful act. And I send my condolences to the people of Kabondo, the people of Homa Bay, the entire nation. The Minister for Interior, under these circumstances, should have resigned, Mr. Speaker. In an organized society, the Inspector General, let us have them here in this parliament tomorrow. Anything short of that, we will not be any better than any other member of the public who's complaining outside there. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So you avoid those videos. There are so many of them, but there is that video, that particular one that I've shared. You know, that of Ojwang speaking. These things have happened for a long time. And they are continuing to happen. People get killed, then in the hands of police, even police take part in all those things, and then later people react, people come up with all manner of reactions, and then the matter died, and then everyone moves on. But I want to speak to the police officers, because remember, at the end of the day, you are also Kenyans. Are you proud of the things that you are doing to your fellow Kenyans? That's where the question is. Are you proud of the things that you are doing? Are you proud that when you go home, you can sit back and watch if whatever you have done, if all the people who had done that to Albert Ojwang, if that video is played and they sit down and watch, will they be proud of what they have done? Let us start there first. Are you proud of the things you are doing to your fellow Kenyans? I don't care whether you are being sent or whether you are following orders, but you as a person, as a human being, because you have a functioning brain, are you sure that you are okay that you hit someone or you strangle someone until he loses his life? Are you sure that your conscience can live with that thing that once that video is played? Because you people are behaving as if you are not human. You've lost human touch anymore. You no longer feel anything for anybody. Is that okay with your conscience? Is that okay? The things that you are doing, do you think your family are proud of the things you are doing? Do you think your wife is proud of what you are doing? Do you think your children, whatever they are proud of what they are doing, of what their father is doing? That they can walk comfortably with their heads high and say that we are proud that this is my father. And that's why we have so many children who are children of police officers, but they don't want to be identified as children of police officers because they are embarrassed. They are embarrassed that whenever they mention their father, their father is so and so, their mother is so and so. They are just embarrassed of the act, how people will see them. This goes to you people as an individual. You as an individual. The moment you take up someone and now you want to threaten his life and now you want to do all these things, are you proud of the things you are doing? Because some of you are just being used. You are being used to do some things that at the end of the day, you are the only one who will carry your cross. Because I don't think even in training, that's the training that you people are given. Are you people proud of the things you're doing? You police officers, are you really proud? We've seen all these things. Someone killed a young baby Pendo, a 3-month-old baby. You hit the baby in the head until he died. Are you proud where you are, you policeman, whoever did that, where you are? Are you really proud? And that's why these people, whenever you people leave service, you live a very miserable life. Because you have a lot of things. Your heart will never be at peace because of the things you are doing when you are still when you had control. Because a time will come, you are going to leave that power, that thing that feeling that you feel that you are in control. Why is it so hard to follow the law? Because once you follow the law, there will be nothing. Nothing will hurt you. Nothing. Your conscience will never hurt you because you said, you're deep down in your heart, you know that I just followed the law. But imagine you take someone from his parents, and then it's found dead in Nairobi in a police cell. Tell us surely. Are you really happy with what you did? Are you really happy with what you did? And why are you people behaving as if like death is only a reality to other people and not to you people? Everyone will face that thing. Why do you feel like it is only you that can take, that you want life to people you want to take people's lives? Why? Even if you will have wealth and accumulate, do you think you'll be proud of the wealth you will have? You will never enjoy it. Why? Because the foundation of that wealth is on people's blood and everything. You are a Kenyan like everyone else. Your children might not be police officers like you. They might end up in the same hands of rogue policemen like you, like the one like you. Will you be proud when those other policemen do that to your child, do that to your grandchild? Because it can happen. And that's why the children of a police officer, most of them don't want to end up like police, don't want to be police officers. They don't want, they're not interested. Because they look at their parents, they look at how evil their parents are, how cursed their parents are, how bad people speak of people in that position. And they are looking at it and saying, no, I don't want to be like this. Can you people just be a good example? Because that thing can happen to you, to your children. That brutality. Imagine you sitting and watching that your child, maybe you had sent to school. Maybe you live in Mombasa and you are sent your child to study, maybe even in Jaramogi Oginga University. And then someone calls you that a police officer, just like you, did that to your child, did that to your son, did that to your daughter. Will you be happy? Will you be happy? You remember during Mandamano, there's a police officer who was taking part in terms of controlling people not to get to parliament, only to be shocked that the person who was shot outside parliament ni brother yake mdogo, who was shot by another policeman. Are you really proud of the action, the things you are doing? Because you are a service. You are not a force. You are supposed to offer a service. That man, whatever thing he did, whatever mistake he did, it did not warrant someone to take his life. That was not it. And even if you are taking orders, can you just take orders that are sensible? Can you just say that, okay, we have arrested this person as you had requested, but can we now lock him now in the prison and then let everything follow? Do you have to beat him up? Simply because maybe you have been given an order to make sure that he's gone. Why would you do that to someone's life? Why? And you know very well the person who has given that order can take himself out of that case na ubaki peke yako. We all love this country, and this country belongs to all of us. We have to create an environment whereby even your great-grandchildren, you as a police officer, your great-grandchildren, your children will be happy, will live in a state whereby they will not have to live in fear. That they have to fear the authority all the time. So that matter it's very touching and it's very sad. And I hope that at one point or another they will find a conclusion to this case. Because this IPOA thing, Pia, it has become like just something to come and entertain people. It just says that, speaks a lot of big words and the matter ends there. IPOA, for it to function very well, it must have a special unit that is so detached from the police. From the police unit. It must have a set of policemen that are detached from the police unit, that are paid separately. They are not like a branch of the Nini, they don't have to use the normal police. They have to be detached and have their special unit that are paid differently, and they have their own budget. So that they'll be able to even arrest whenever such cases come, they can arrest anyone. And then another thing, the president doesn't need to approach who is going to be the chairman of the the IPOA. You get? That one it doesn't have to be the mandate of the president. The selection and everything should be done by a separate people and then approved by parliament. The president should not even come close to that. You get? So that this person, whoever is heading this commission, doesn't have to feel like he needs to please the executive, because that's where the problem is. Whoever gets into that position feels like he needs to please the president because he was appointed there and now he's doing everything to protect. No. This IPOA should be very, very much independent so that it can be able to even investigate even the president, and even if possible arrest the president if he feels like he needs to answer a few questions. So this IPOA is not fully independent. It needs to be independent completely. And the police force peer, it has to be independent, away like the president, because that is where we are mixing issues. Because tell me, why do we have the Inspector General of Police? We say that the police is independent, but we still have the Minister for Internal Security, who still has control, has somehow control over the decisions that the police take. The president still oversees, appoints the Inspector General of Police, though they have a term limit that they have security of tenure, but he still appoints them. You get? So these people, the police need to be completely detached from the executive. Once that is done, then that is the only way that the police will be able to take up full responsibility whenever things go wrong, because they'll be answerable to Kenyans. Because right now they can take an order from the executive, and once the order backfires or things goes wrong, the executive can detach themselves. Like Sisi, they will just say Sisi, we never gave that order, then the police are independent, nini. So that is where the confusion is. So if there are some constitutional changes that needs to be done so that these two departments can be fully much independent, and the judiciary also, the judiciary and the DPP, these people should be detached. Even issues that the president approves the judges that have been selected by the commission, that one should not be there. The president should not even come close to it. Whatever the commission has and it needs the judges, then the parliament, through his power, maybe the speaker, the two speakers and everything, should oversee the now appointment of the judges, such that the president doesn't come close to whatever the commission has said. It doesn't have to control anything, because we need to leave the president to be just the president, and then we leave some of the things so that he doesn't have control over so many things, because that's where the problem is. Because we cannot have three arms of the government, but still the person who is trying to now, who says we are Kapa is still the executive. No, we need to detach that. So if ever there is ever a reform, then that needs to be done. The reforms need to be done in those specific departments. Make sure the independent IPOA is completely independent. The police service is completely detached from the executive, and because the executive should only have control over the military. You get? And then the office of the DPP should be very much independent, and the judiciary should be completely independent. Otherwise, if those things doesn't change, we are still going to have these confusions and all these things happening. Anyway, guys, it was very sad whatever has happened to that young man. We wish his family I send my condolences to the family, and I'm hoping that such a thing will never repeat itself again. Let people express themselves. Freedom of expression was guaranteed by the Constitution. If someone has wronged you, you don't need to settle matters the way you have settled it. There is always a way out. Take this person to the court, say that he has defamed you, and get paid for it. You will get very huge compensation for it. You get? So you don't need to handle matters like this. We live in a civilized society whereby we don't expect that whoever is in power feels like he needs to react in such a way. There's so many ways of handling someone who you feel like has talked bad about you, or as ameharibu jina yako. So let's not have these cases again. It's very sad. Anyway, guys, go there in the comment section, tell me what you think about this whole thing. You know, it has elicited a lot of reactions. Even the demonstration has taken place, and I think that Kenyans are losing patience day by day with all these things that are happening. Kenyans are losing their patience every day, because you can see how this thing has really brought the reaction, how Kenyans have reacted to it. So I hope the government will find ways of handling issues and not through such means, because this one will only keep on agitating Kenyans, and at some point it might even explode on everyone. So thank you, until next time, bada.
The African Update.